Hold on. Now. Try it. Yeah, we might have killed the jump pack too.
So due to some technical difficulties, we're going to take some of the bypass back, and then so I can make sure I can get driving this thing home. Then we got to look at the starter and that and see what's happening with that, or what's happening with what's happening in general. I think I need better batteries, and I'm not sure about the rest. So here goes nothing. This is. Water hazard. All right, going for a little walk here just to see. That one has an off camber. What's this got? What do we got here? A little lift here. A little lift here. I think this isn't the bypass. I think this is the harder route. But I'm not sure. Because I don't see an out to the... Oh, there it is. And then there's this climb. Oh, now that would be a nice challenge. That would be a nice challenge. I would like to take that with Moose. But do I dare? I know I make it up it. I'm not worried about that. But if I stall for any reason, that's where the grief happens. That's sweet. I really want to try that. I really want to try that. As much as I'd really like to take this on and try to make it up this, which I think actually there's a few bumps and catches here that can cause us problems with our small technicals we found. But other than that, I think getting up this would be an enjoyable challenge and not too bad. I'll give you an idea. That's where the ground is, and that's how high that goes. So, you know, definitely need the 37s, 35s at least. I think 37s. And then you gotta have the locker seems to be making a huge difference. I'm not slipping, I'm not sliding, I'm just walking up this stuff. And same with this, it's got enough of a slant. I think the truck would just pretty much walk up it. Only problem with it is I don't have a cameraman with me today, for one, so trying to get it on video for you guys might be a little difficult. And if I hit a bump in such a way that I jam my suspension, I'll end up jamming it and stalling. And then if I do that, I'm sunk, because it's not wanting to start properly. So, hate to say it, but I think I'm going to have to err to caution and take the bypass up and around and come out here. So we'd gone through this already, through the off camber. I went through the major off camber on the left. I'm going to come up the right through this little off camber, and then we kind of continue to ploddle our way through, just to be safe until we can find out what's up with Moose. I think that's what we're going to do.
This is bypass, but I'm not sure. We'll go for it.
You prick! Oh, Moosey. You got through all that and then you died. So, we're rubbing here, all along there. The same on the other side, but not as bad. That's hanging me up. Sometimes this is actually grabbing right in the tread and stopping me. So that's not good. So we got to get that. We've got some space here, so we got to get that folded back in more so that we're not touching. I think this one's far enough back. It's not going to rub. One on the other side sticking out a little more. I think it touches occasionally from the looks of it. Let's see. Not really. It doesn't. It's got a little bit of clean here, yeah. A little clean here. And so it's been rubbing, and then it touches in here too. So we got to try to get that, either cut that out somehow, or just flatten it back in, something. Got to figure it out. So that's one of the modifications we got to do. That, and got these on a bit of a slant, I think. Both sides. Just to get us that little extra room we need. Dish it out a bit, something. And I thought it was catching on this, but it doesn't look like it. I don't think so. I think it's that fender that's catching me. This fender and this, they separate. Man, they separate. So body mount mustn't be. I have body mount there, but I'm thinking that. Yeah, it's not touching anything. So we'll look into fixing that when we get back. Fix this body mount, and that'll limit how much this is lifting off the frame. And that'll probably help a few things. And then we're gonna bash that back, modify those. We should have our steering good then. And then eventually, what really needs to happen is this whole drive shaft, this whole axle, drive. What needs to happen is this whole front diff and axle needs to move forward about 1 inch. And I don't know if I can do that or not. We'll have to see. If we can move it forward an inch on the leaves, that would be cool. And if we can't, we'll have to figure out what to do on the other side. So It looks like we've got a broken leaf on this side. Actually, we're missing a piece of a leaf here. So we might need to do a little bit of repairs on that, and when we do that, actually, if we put a different leaf in there, we might be able to get a 1/2 inch lift there, which would give us more clearance. But then we gotta try to figure out how to do that in the back. Oh well, one piece at a time. Apparently we have one other repair to do. Yeah, we broke a shock completely. That's not a good thing. All right, well, better now than later, I guess. So we'll get, like, that literally actually broke, like snapped. It's not even didn't pull out. The other part of it's still in there. It literally snapped it off somehow. Huh. Ah. All right. We'll have to look into fixing that. Hopefully the one on the other side's still working. Looks like it literally twisted it off. This side okay? Yeah, it's still together.
Not like I'm gonna buy just one shock, but one's okay, one's not. So maybe we'll try to get a different set of shocks in there. Something that maybe it's got an extra inch, 1/2 inch or inch travel as well, and see if that fix that up. That's okay. How to replace the front ones? Why not the back ones, right? Probably should have replaced them too. Anyway, we'll do that. Everything else is minor. Just trying to figure out why it's stubborn starting. It stalled. I've just left it shut down. I'm not even going to try to start it until people get here. Once the rest of the crew get here, then I'll try to fire it up. Unless they take too long, then I might try ahead of time. But I'm just letting everything cool down, because when I've done that before, it's started with no problem. So I don't know if it's the heat's causing a problem with the fuel, or the oil pressure's been fine. Alternator's working good. The batteries have power, but just not quite enough sometimes to throw it over. So we're going to charge those batteries up. Eventually I'm going to need to get a set of matched ones, nice new set of matched ones. But I've wheeled with this before and not had a problem. Like, started this thing 30 million times. But since we changed the distributor and timing and stuff, it's been a bit harder to start. And I don't really want to turn it way back because it didn't run well then. So I got it purring like a kitten. When it's running, it's going through this trail like on idle, just beautifully, just walking through everything. But a little bit of gas to get up the hills, and that's it. I'm not having to horse it. I'm not having to like stomp on it to get up things. It's really doing well. So anybody out there has any ideas, hit me up in the comments and let me know. And we're getting short on time before I head south. Taking it south no matter what. I know the guys down there know a heck of a lot too. Maybe one of them look at it and go, oh, here you go, click, click, and it's fixed. Who knows? But we'll do everything we can, try to get it so it's working better up here first. So that's it for the moment. I'll get back to the videoing once I'm started and running again.
Any idea what's going on?
I just stalled it and it's not wanting to start. It's I had a problem before with I think I might have to throw another starter in it. I think something's wrong with the mesh on the starter. So I'm not 100% sure, but I did have problems before. So have to see.
The Jeep's like, you're not my owner. You're not my owner.
You want to go red to red, right?
Yeah.
All right, you lead them the other way. There you go.
I found if it's not catching.
Yeah, and ladies, in case you didn't know how to attach your jumper cables. Red handle to red cover.
Yeah. Then everything meshes up again.
It's color coded, easy
Could be something
peasy.
to do with the starter again? I'm not sure. Because I did replace the starter once before, like about 2 years ago.
Well, we found Todd and we got his Jeep, or his truck, all hooked up to my Jeep. Hopefully we can get it boosted because he's been having some starting problems where it just doesn't want to start for him. Maybe it's the alternator, maybe it's the battery. Either way, we'll give him a boost and we'll keep on going and hopefully get him out of here.
Good.
Not bad.
just broke his drive shaft on the last obstacle and we're stuck in the ring. So we're gonna have some work to do, and Monkey over there's already crossed. Not the best spot to be stuck, to be honest. So what can we do?
You can tie it up, that's it.
We have zip ties or anything?
No, he needs like a strap. He's got a strap. Strap it around from his drive.
we're home. The destruction list sits at, let's see, we've got rear drive shaft, rear shock, the exhaust broke. We got to figure out the starting problem. Might have an alternator wire problem, and maybe have to change the distributor a little bit more and get it to start a little easier. Check out the starter and the flywheel, make sure they're not messed up from it grinding and crunching so much today. And yeah, so now we got to get it fixing all that up and see what we can do to get this thing back together and ready to go for Utah. So wish me luck. Also, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and share when you can, and I will see you next video.